Hey everybody, I'm back and we are just getting ready to go live here. We are live, getting ready to get some people on here so I can show you guys what I do. Got about 1 more minute till 3. Hey guys, and I made some notes today, so hopefully I won't be looking down a lot, but I had a lot to tell you. So I'm gonna give it a few more seconds here to get some people on before we start. Hopefully you guys can see me and hear me okay. Let me know, somebody comment so I know if you guys can see and hear me. Because for some reason I'm not seeing any comments or anything. There, I can see Stephanie and Mitzi. Hey guys. Hey Suzanne. Gonna give it a few minutes here, or a few seconds here more. Is the connection good? Hey guys. Hey Tanya, hey Beth, hey Kathy. Hey Kim. Evelyn. So I made some notes today, and so, because I didn't want to lose my train of thought when we get rolling here. Hey Amber. I'll give it a few more seconds here. Hey Holly. Hey Annie. So I hope you guys are cozy in your house. I know it's cold outside. It's snowing here, but not hard. Grab a cup of coffee, grab a notepad, pen. Hey Carrie, hey Christy. Hey guys. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started here to respect your all's time. Hey, Stacy. What I want to talk about is what we do, okay? First of all, if you don't know who I am, my name is Cynthia Evans. I live in Red House, Buffalo area of West Virginia. I'm an attorney by trade. I've been doing that. This is my 26th year doing that. Owning my own law practice. Not working for somebody else. I have never believed in working for somebody else for so many reasons, which I'm going to go through some of those today. But I found a better way to earn a living than practicing law, okay? And I want to talk a little bit about that. And I want to explain where I'm coming from, where I came from to gain this knowledge on this. First of all, I was extremely negative about the whole marketing industry before I started the business that I do right now. And I'll tell you why. I was accustomed to looking at direct sales companies that retailed products and had horrible compensation plans. The term network marketing, to me, there were so many companies that were cropping up and they had poor business models. They had, just the average person couldn't make money. And I had looked from the legal aspect at so many other companies, at their compensation plans, and I got very, very good at looking at the FTC and comparing the regulations and saying no, 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 no. to all these things. And I got really good at predicting when the attorney generals or the FTC would be shutting them down. And there's a few out there right now that are hitting our area that I think will be shut down real soon for front loading and different things like that. And so I tell you this because so many people, when we approach them about a different way to make money, they're extremely negative. And I understand that because I came from that same place, okay? I had done other companies in the past. I had worked harder than I'd ever worked in my life and didn't make any money. And so I totally get that. And so if you are coming to this from that perspective, I respect that. I understand it. I know where you're coming from, and I was there myself in the past. So I want to share with you today why what we do is so different than these other businesses that I've ever done before and other things that are out there, and why you should open your eyes, open your mind to doing something that is completely better than what you're doing in corporate America, okay? So first of all, it's called referral-based marketing, and that is not only the way of the future, but the way of now. And that's what we do. And I'm going to give you reasons why it's better first, and then I'm going to tell you exactly what I do. So first of all, why is it better? Well, first of all, you should build your fortune instead of a boss's fortune. So I want to talk directly to the people who work for other people right now. If you're doing that, you are getting on average a 2% raise per year, and that's crazy because the rate of inflation is 10%. So basically, if you work for somebody else, you're going in the hole more and more every single year, and that's why it gets harder to live paycheck to paycheck, because the money runs out before the month runs out, and you're not making as much as the inflation is rising, okay? So secondly, do you want to double your income every year? If you do, you should look at referral-based marketing, because that is, like I said, that's where you're going to be able to increase your own income instead of waiting for a boss to do that for you. 3, do you want true financial and time freedom? Okay, this is huge. If you work for someone else, you're basically selling time for money. You can never work 24 hours a day. That's all there is, okay? And so you're never going to get ahead doing that. And so if you truly want time freedom, whoops, oh, there went my phone. If you truly want time freedom, then you've got to create that. And the way to create that is to duplicate your efforts and to create a long-term residual, which we're going to talk about. So this was the whole reason that I really got involved with this type of industry, was I wanted time freedom. Again, I'm going to tell you where I was coming from. Owning my own law practice, huge overhead, a ball and chain that I could not get away from. If I tried to go on vacation, then the employees didn't work as hard because I wasn't there. I obviously had no money coming in if I was not there taking someone's case and actually winning someone's case, because I work mainly on a contingency fee. If I wasn't there, there was no money coming in. I was working between 80 and 100 hours a week. Basically, I was getting up early in the morning. I was seeing clients back to back all day, and then coming home and doing what I needed to do for my family, and then getting back to work after my son went to bed and preparing for court the next day, working on briefs, working on deposition questions and transcripts and all of that. So, I could not keep up that pace the rest of my life. Another thing about me, I'm a cancer survivor. I had lymphoma in the past. And the one thing that it did was show me that life is too short. So life is too short to be working those types of hours for, even though it was for myself, it was creating a ball and chain, and I had no time freedom. If you are working those types of hours for somebody else, you really need to rethink your life, because nobody ever died by wishing they would have worked more, okay? So how about this? Everybody knows that the internet is huge, right? Would you like to make money by utilizing the internet? And that's another thing that we do here with referral-based marketing. You can connect with hundreds of people by the push of a button. And the fact that you are watching this right now just proves that fact. So why not use it as a way to increase your income? Do you want to live a more rich and rewarding life? Okay, that has a lot to do with personal growth. And in corporate America, personal growth is something that's virtually unheard of. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and people tromp on each other in order to get ahead. In this industry, it's the complete opposite. The only way for you to be successful is if you help other people become successful. So the only way that I can make more money is to help other people make more money and to become successful. And so that's amazing. In order to do that, we strongly encourage people to work on personal growth, work on themselves, get into books and tapes and all of the things. And, and that was the one good thing. Years ago, when I was 22 years old, I did Amway, and what I got out of the growth from that was something that helped me in my entire life. It helped me in law school. It helped me develop my law practice. Personal growth, just all of those books and tapes and things that you listen to, that's something we strongly encourage in this industry. And so they don't encourage that in corporate America at all. And so you're going to grow as a person if you get involved in this industry, number one. How about, and you know what, when you're doing that, the fact that you can make $100,000 or more working less hours than you work for your boss, that is just an added bonus, all right? Do you want to take advantage of the population boom? Okay, this industry, you can do that, because the human race is growing exponentially. And if you don't believe that, just Google it and read all about it. So you're never going to run out of people to talk to, ever, 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 okay, in this industry. The fact that we have an increasing population is only going to help you grow. Where if you are trying to get a job, the fact that the human race is growing exponentially, that hurts you, because there's less jobs out there because they're being taken away because of the internet, and there's more people trying to get those jobs. And employers are seriously taking advantage of that, and they are asking people to work longer hours for less money because they can, because they got all these people lined up to take those jobs if you say no. So get away from that. A lot of people want job security. Well, guess what? There's no such thing in corporate America any longer. In fact, I was just reading an article from Forbes magazine where they were talking about how, now they don't even recommend you get a college degree, because what you learn in college soon becomes outdated because of technology. And it's not the ability to know something any longer, it's the ability to learn on a fast pace. So if you are willing to learn and change and grow and be entrepreneurial, then you can make it big, huge in this world right now. But if you are stuck on just getting a college degree and think you're going to go get a job and that same job is going to pay you for the rest of your life, you're sadly mistaken. And in fact, employers are finding a way to get rid of people before they even have to pay them their pensions. So if you look at the millennials right now, the average job expectancy for a millennial is under 3 years. So, and they are looking more towards owning their own businesses, working in a state of technology and internet-driven resource environments where they can further themselves and work from any place with smartphones and everything else, and that's what we do. So, if you're in your 50s and 60s and 70s, you probably see it happening and you don't know how to grab a piece of that. You can grab a piece of it here, okay? Do you want to retire rich or do you want to retire poor? It's completely your choice, okay? Right now in corporate America, the average American retires at 1/3 of their income and they die broke. Some of them are retiring and trying to live on half of minimum wage. Can you imagine I mean, we all have kids in high school and college that are making minimum wage and they can't survive. How could you survive on half of minimum wage when you've already developed a lifestyle that you're accustomed to, and now you're 65 or 70 years old? Okay, and 75% of Americans do not have enough money saved up, or any money saved up in retirement, to even live a month. Okay, how long do you want to live after you retire? I want to live to be 100, and I want to be dancing on tables and having fun. I'm going to be one of those little old ladies that everybody says, woo, I want to be like that when I'm 100. That's going to be me. I've already got that mindset, so I better have the money to survive till then, right? So what about you? Where do you want to be? It's totally your choice. So the other thing I see that's sad is when people are retiring right now, they are having to get second jobs. I mean, I just want to walk in and hand money to the cute little old man who's the greeter in Walmart, who probably worked his entire life doing hard labor to just retire at a third of his income. And now he's got to go greet people and give people a smiley sticker at Walmart. I don't want to be that way. Do you? Let's change it. Do you want to work for the next 50 years for somebody? That's what's going to happen if you don't open up your own business and do something different, either on the side or full force straight on. Because you're trading time for dollars. And so if you stop working, the money stops coming in. And because you're only getting an average of a 2% raise and the cost of inflation is 10%, you're never going to make enough to survive. How about, trying to keep track of where I'm talking about. Do you want your kids and do you want yourself to be $100,000 in debt before they even start their life? You know, and that's what's happening. The average college education now costs $100,000. I don't want that for my son. Do you want it for your kids? You know, they come out looking up at zero. I know when I graduated from law school back in 1991, okay, so that's been a while ago, I owed $100,000 in student loans. It took me 14 and a half years to pay off my student loans, and that was only shortened by the fact that I owned my own law practice and settled a big case and could just pay it all off in a chunk. Otherwise, I'd probably still be paying off those student loans with the interest rate and everything else. So here, you can begin in income. And you can earn $1 million or more in less time than it takes to even get your college degree. How do I know that? It took me 7 years to earn my law degree. It took me 4 years here to earn $1 million on a part-time basis. So seriously, I mean, it's insane. And I was still working 100 hours a week when I was doing it. So you can do this. Are you like everyone else who uses mass-produced chemical products in the United States? Are ya? Yes, you are. If you eat food from a grocery store or a restaurant, or you buy personal goods, you are filling yourself full every day of chemicals, preservatives, GMOs, colorings, all this kind of chemical stuff. Why? Because they are injecting it into everything so it has a longer shelf life. What does that mean for you? You're getting sick. We are, as Americans, are getting sick every single day. And so what we do, studies are linking all this to cancer. And as a cancer survivor, that's something that I look at. That's something I pay attention to. And I really wanted to be in an industry that was creating naturally sourced, plant-based products that were going to help people and not hurt people. So for that reason, everybody needs this. Do you want to be the type of person that helps everybody? Most people want to help people. They go into nursing because they like to help people. They go into legal avenues because they want to help people. They do a lot of different occupations. They'd be teachers, the most noble profession. They're a teacher to help students. Most people want to help people. They want to, but they're very limited on the ability to do so, and they can only help certain populations, and most people don't need all the services they provide except once or twice in their lives, hopefully, except for students, of course. But when they do those occupations, they're also limited in their income and limited on their earning potential. So with this, you can help all people because the industry that we do, and specifically the company that we do, we help everybody, not just women, okay? So it's not just like those companies that have jewelry or makeup or women's clothing line or something like that where they're only helping a certain segment of the population. Here we help all genders and we help every age group from infants to the elderly. We help all economic classes from poverty level, middle class, upper class, doesn't matter. We help everybody in the world. If you are breathing in air, which you are or you'd be dead, if you're eating food, which you are or you'd be dead, or if you're drinking anything, which you are or you'd be dead, we can help you. Those are the people we help, okay? Because everybody is taking in toxic chemicals and not getting nutrition, and so that's who we're helping. Let me go to my next topic. All right, so if you're going to be in a business, you should be doing a business that has a use-up consumable item. So this is where my biggest failure is in practicing law, because it's not a use-up consumable item, and hopefully people never need it in their life. But when they do need it, I'm there, but it's probably only going to be once in their life, hopefully. And so it obviously is not going to create something that is going to pay over and over and over again. But if you're in an industry that does create something that everybody needs every single day that they're going to run out of, guess what's going to happen to your income? It's going to skyrocket. Would you like to do the work once and pay you forever? Yeah, I think most people would. That's something I couldn't do practicing law either. If I worked on a case, then I got paid. I had to work on another case to get paid. If you show up for work, you're going to get paid for that day. To get paid again, you got to show up again the next day to go to work. So here we create something called a residual income. And what that is, you're going to get paid over and over and over and over again for the same work. It's phenomenal. So it's just like when a singer has a song and they get paid royalties over and over every time the radio stations play it. Same thing here. You refer something to somebody, they use it again and again and again, you're going to get paid again and again and again. Do you guys realize that the 9-to-5 job is broken? It's completely broken. So, you're never going to get ahead. We've talked about this, but the more money that you make, the less money your boss makes. So your boss is always going to want you to make less. Do you want to surround yourself with fun, ambitious people who want to help you succeed? Well, you need to. Most people are surrounded by negativity on a daily basis. They're surrounded by negative friends, negative family, negative coworkers. They turn on the news, it's negative. I don't even watch the news anymore because if it's bad enough, it's going to be all over Facebook and everybody's going to show me what it is. It doesn't matter. But and the other thing is, you look at your income is going to be the average of the 5 closest people around you. So where do you want to be? Surrounded by poverty, or do you want to be successful? Get yourself around successful people and it'll rub off. It's just like your kids. Do you want them around negative influences? No, you don't. Why? Because it rubs off. So don't do it to yourself. People always preach that to their kids, but they fail to do it in their own life. So you've got to be around successful, positive, uplifting, successful people so it rubs off on you. That's what we do here in referral-based marketing. Do you understand the shrinking job market? Okay, we covered this a little bit ago. There's less jobs out there for you to get, so you need to develop your own. Do you want to get the same tax breaks as the wealthy? Well, you have the ability to. And trust me, you're already paying out the expenses, but you're just not writing them off on your taxes. Do you own a cell phone? I bet you do. You're probably watching this on your cell phone. Do you own a computer? I bet you do. You might be watching this on your computer. Do you drive a car? Absolutely. Do you pay for gas? Absolutely. All of these things that you already pay for, internet service, all these things that you pay for on a monthly basis, if you use them to develop your income with, then guess what? The same things you're already paying for, you get to write them off on your taxes. If you are working for somebody else and you are not owning your own business outside of your job, you literally are overpaying to the government a minimum of $20 per day in taxes. You might as well get out of bed every morning, take a $20 bill, and flush it down the commode. Flush. Because that's what you're doing every day when you get dressed and walk out the door and spend 8 hours working for somebody else and you don't own your own business on the side. Now, here's the big question though. How do you find the right type of business to own? Okay, so that was my question. You know, there's stuff coming up all the time claiming to be the next big thing. I always knew that I wanted to do something outside of practicing law. I'm even an auctioneer and I owned an auction house. I've had different types of businesses in the past. I've always been entrepreneurial. Heck, I even owned a worm farm one time because they promised you'd make $10,000 in a short amount of time. I've done lots of things. That's what I'm telling you. I'm 51 years old. I have owned my own business since I was 18 years old, whether it was Mary Kay or whatever it was, okay? You got to own your own business, but it's so hard to find a good one. And so this is where I got good at saying no. So if you are looking at a company that is forcing you to get started by spending $5,000, $6,000, $10,000 in inventory, you better walk away. The FTC frowns upon that. It's called front loading. What's going to happen with that? You're going to get $5,000, $6,000, $10,000 worth of inventory of whatever it is, and it's going to be stuck in your house, and you're not going to be able to get rid of it. Because what's going to happen the next month? They're not going to let you get away with just front loading that first inventory. You got to get more on top of it every month, every month, every month. Okay? That's going to put you in debt. You're not going to make money doing that. So if you are looking at a business that forces you to do that, walk away. The other thing is, if you look at a traditional business, traditional businesses, they have a lot of overhead. They have, my law firm had a lot of overhead. I had employees. I paid 100% of their health insurance, paid for their vacations. I had court reporters to pay, expert witnesses to pay, my professional dues to pay, my professional insurance to pay, the overhead of my building. It was crazy. So traditional businesses and storefronts, they have all of that. And that's why they're shutting down. Even the longest running retail store in America, Sears, look how many they're shutting. You're even seeing some Walmart shut down right now. People can't handle that type of overhead right now. The number one way to purchase goods and services during Christmas this year was Amazon. People were buying everything off Amazon. So you can see how, the information age and the use of technology has completely overrun traditional business. But then you look at non-traditional businesses out there and you're trying to figure out what to do. What to do. And there's the direct sales companies. Those are the ones that, people are leery of. And so there's some good ones out there and there's some bad ones out there. And just like every business, there's good and bad. But there's some key things not to do, okay? Don't get involved with one that you have to stock. Because if you have to do that, you're putting money out every month and you're not going to be able to recoup your loss. Especially if you don't have a say in what's being sent to you. Second thing is the compensation plans. There's a lot of them out there. Some of them only pay you, they're called a binary, and they only pay you on your weak leg, if you know what I mean by that. And if you don't know what I mean by that, I'll be happy to explain it if you get hold of me. But you want to be able to be paid on everything, okay? You don't want to be punished for finding a good person to help you in your business that you want to help, and they succeed, and then you don't even get paid on any of that after you've trained them. So that's, that's not cool. So there's lots of business models out there to look at. The reason I chose this one is because it's referral based. It's not retail based. I have never retailed a product since I've been involved. I've been involved here for 7 years. What I do is I chose the health and wellness industry because it's a $1 trillion market. It's a $1 trillion market. It's something everybody in the world needs. I chose the nutrition end of it because, again, something everybody needs. Even if you ate 100% organic, you would only be getting a third of the nutritional value that the food had back in the 1950s. So why not be in the largest industry out there with something that everybody needs? Our food source is getting worse and worse every day, and people are sick to death of being poisoned. That's why the organic sections of the grocery store are growing faster than any other section of the grocery store, because people are tired of being poisoned every single day. So I chose that industry. And then when you look at that industry, if you want to be in a $1 trillion market and you want to be involved with that part of the industry that helps all people, not just women, not just men, not just whatever, then you got to find a company that is going to take care of your needs and not limit you, and that has fantastic products. So I chose a company that is, number one, it's global. So we're in over 30 different countries. So not only do we reach all populations of people, ages and gender, but we reach all through the United States and in over 30 different countries. The supplier that I chose is debt-free. I wanted a solid, secure company. I wanted a company that was not going to promise people something when they've done nothing. So, there's a lot of companies out there that will look at people in other marketing programs, and they will entice them to come to theirs. They will fly them to the company. They will offer them incentives, money, and say, I will pay you this much if you bring all your people here. That's not cool. Or they will give them a certain amount of points or something in the compensation plan to put them ahead of the game. Why should that person get anything extra than the person who's a single mother working 3 jobs and doing this and out spending her time every single evening to try to make a living? Why does that person who's done nothing in that company deserve to come in ahead of the game? They don't. And what I love about the supplier that I chose is that when they say, what will you give me? They're going to look them dead in the eye and say, I'm going to give you the door. Because we have a grassroots people here who love what we do, and we want to inspire and help other people. And we don't cheat the system. And they don't give people something just for nothing. So I love that. So they're moral, they're ethical. And so what I do, I am a referral-based marketing agent. I chose a single supplier company in the nutrition-based industry that helps all others, that is naturally sourced and plant-based, so it's going to not poison people with toxins and everything like we're getting in our grocery stores. And I chose a single supplier who would cover the overhead that kills traditional businesses. So instead of doing a giant infomercial, the company doesn't do any advertising. What they do is pay us instead to refer the system. It's a health system. And they pay us instead of paying some type of advertising agency that has paid actors who they don't know, okay? So it's just like practicing law. I always found out that my best clients came from referrals. And so it's the same way here. You want to join a company with people that you know, love, and trust. And so if you are involved with people that you know, love, and trust, then, you know, you're going to feel more comfortable. But this supplier, what they do is they handle all the marketing, they handle all the legal fees, they handle all the warehousing, they handle all the merchandising, they handle all the research and development, they handle all the payment to the business partners, they handle all the shipping. They completely take away the headaches of a traditional business. And that's why I love it. It's income without overhead. If I wanted to keep that overhead, I would continue down the path of my law practice that paid a lot of money, but it had so much overhead that, you know, by the time that you paid all that out, you really weren't taking home as much money as you wanted to. And so here, you can actually let the supplier take over all of that overhead, of that headache, of those things that that force a traditional business person out of business, and you can have time to develop your business, grow your business, help your business partners, and make more money. So it just makes sense. So the company, the supplier that we use is called Xyngular. They're completely debt-free. They're in over 30 different countries. They have use-up consumable items. They're the only company that pays you daily. The other thing is we have a global bonus pool that has a 12% global bonus pool where you share in the profits with the other people. So there's no competition. Another thing that I very much dislike in corporate America and other direct sales companies is that they have so much competition. It's dog eat dog. They're not helping each other grow. And we seriously here, when if there's a business team in Canada that I don't even know them, I'm not connected to them, I want them to succeed. Because when they succeed, it's going to help me succeed. It's going to help all my people succeed because we all share in the profits of the company. And that's huge. So we also don't retail products, okay? You can get started and you're going to buy everything at wholesale. And the other thing is that we have such a low startup cost. Traditional business has very high startup cost in corporate America. If you're going to start a franchise, you're going to spend anywhere from, $1 million to $3 million, or the least would probably be a few $100,000. If you're going to start a store or a dental practice, doctor's office, legal practice, whatever, you're looking at shopping around your business plan to the banks, and then you are looking at going into debt for your first 5 years minimum before you make one positive dollar. You're looking at huge lines of credit to live off of to sustain you until you can make that positive dollar and pay off the debt. Here, it is so ridiculously low what you can get started for. I'm almost embarrassed to tell people because they think it's not real. They think it's not a traditional, they think you can't make money because it's so low. I mean, the investment to get started here, you're going to pay a $50 fee for your business, and then the cost to get started is anywhere between whatever you want to spend, but I'd say anywhere between $150 to $1,000. And you know what? I'd say the average people spend is around $600, which is still ridiculously stupid low. I mean, they spend that much when they go to Walmart. They spend that much at the grocery store per month. And these same people that sit there and say, oh, I can't afford $600, guess what? They're going out and joining other front-loading companies and spending, $5,000, $6,000, $10,000 on inventory. How stupid is that? You could get started here and you don't pay any inventory. You're not going to have inventory, okay? You don't stock things. You don't retail products. You refer. You only buy what you need for you to use. What you start with is based on your own personal goals, okay? if you're fat, if you're sick, if you're on prescription medications, we're going to help you get off of that. We're going to help you get where you want to be. It's all based on your personal goals. And so I love that. But I seriously sometimes wish it cost more because people just don't take it serious. You have a multi-million-dollar business in your hand for $50. Okay? How do I know that? I earned $1 million here on a part-time basis in less time than it took to earn a law degree. And it grows every year. Every year. So seriously, this is so much better than corporate America, I can't even tell you. And I don't even know if I've gotten off track. Let me see here. So we talked about the huge market. It's $1 trillion market. We talked about everybody needs it. Everybody needs it, okay? We talked, the products work, hands down. I'm not even putting pictures about that. I'm not showing you any of that stuff because you've already seen it on Facebook. That's why you're here. You know it works. It's a level playing field. You don't have to have a degree. You don't have to have a certain occupation to do this. You don't have to have marketing skills. You don't have to do any of that. We've got a turnkey approach. It works for you. All you have to do is work it. Low startup costs, we talked about that. No front loading, no stalking. It's residual-based compensation plan. Okay, I think this is extremely important to talk about. Every other compensation plan that I looked at in the industry that I was negative about, they were retail-based. I don't want to join that hamster wheel, do you? Okay, because if you sell something, you make money, and then you got to sell something else to make more money. And most of their compensation plans were based that way, okay? I love a lot of products out there. I did Mary Kay Cosmetics in the past. They are a great company. They have great products. But you can't make the kind of money there that you can make here. I love Melaleuca products. I use the shampoo. I use the hair conditioner. I use the cleaning supplies. I try to use products from other home-based businesses because I applaud people who do those. I applaud their tenacity. I applaud the fact that they're entrepreneurial. I applaud all of that. I have used Unique makeup. I have ordered bags from 31 with embroideries on them. I use things from other companies, but I would never promote their business because they don't pay the same. They're retail-based in structure, and they have a lot of structure. I was just looking at one company today where they are required to front load a lot of inventory, and then they can only earn 5% override as a residual when they bring somebody else in. And then, but then the company promotes, instead of promoting the person to make more money, they promote them to give away their 5% to the person that they bring in to help them get a discount on their front loading. My head was spinning. I was like, what are they doing? Why would anyone do that? So here, you don't have to stock. You do not have to retail products. You're simply going to refer. You have a free website with your name on it. You don't even touch the products, okay? Everybody orders from the website, and you want to promote that because we have a 100% money-back guarantee that's voided if they don't order from the website. So if you do retail products, you're shooting yourself in the foot because it voids a warranty. So we don't want people to stock it and sell it. We don't want that, okay? It's not good for you. It's not good for your person that you're selling it to. So here, we all buy at wholesale. You have a website. You get to order on there. You refer it out to people, and the company pays you referral fee and residuals. It's so different, okay? So different than other companies. And that's why I don't like to be grouped in. I went to a direct sales, I went to the DSA, the Direct Sales Association thing in Washington, D.C. last October, and I looked around and I was like, wow, we're so different. We are not like these companies out there. We're not like the jewelry companies. We're not like the makeup companies. We're not like the candle companies and all that. We are not like those companies. So for that reason, it's probably why I didn't say no to this. okay? The other thing is we have no hoops and loops to crawl through. Let me give you another example. A lot of companies, they'll pay you a small amount of residual income, but the requirement is you have to have 2 or 3 or 4 people that you have gotten started doing so much money per month before they'll pay you 1 penny of residual income, that lay in bed money, that go on vacation money and have more money in the bank when you come home. Not here. You refer 1 person, you're going to get paid the referral, and you're going to get paid a residual the rest of the time that they're using the system, okay? 1 person. You don't have to have so many. The very first person you refer, you can earn residuals, and so can they, and so can they, okay? The other thing is, a lot of companies are built so that very few people can make money in them, and here, everybody can make money. In fact, you can get started and you can pass up the person who got you started. You'll be able to make more money than them. And that happens here all the time. I love that. I have people that have started on my business team after me who make more money than me. And I love it, okay? So no hoops and loops. You're not punished for finding good people. You don't have structure requirements like that. In a huge reward and recognition system, we're constantly being given free trips all over the world, places like Bora Bora, Dubai, cruises, the Mediterranean, all kinds of fun stuff. It's amazing, things you can't do other places. And we're in a global market, and you have the ability to make back your money in the first couple days. I think that's huge, okay? You get started here, we can show you how you can make money back within a couple days, a week, whatever it is. You're not gonna have some huge investment that it's gonna take forever to make your money back. You can make your money back the first week, and we can help you do that. We can help you double your money. We can help you do that kind of thing. We have a system. And the compensation plan is so big, it's not like some companies I heard were like their top earners might be making $30,000 a month, okay? $30,000 a month's nothing to shake a stick at. That's fabulous in corporate America. But in this type of industry, it's common, okay? So you can make, if you want to get started, make $1,000 a month, you can. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 100,000 a month. Yes, you can. And I have people on my business team bringing in over 100,000 per month. That's why I chose this business, okay? So we have unlimited income potential is what I'm telling you. It's unlimited, unlike where you work if you work for somebody else. And this business succeeds in a down economy where others fail, okay? Ours thrives in a down economy. And I live in West Virginia. The coal industry took a hit. The teaching industry has taken a hit, and guess what? I'm not saying to people, oh my goodness, panic and move away. I'm saying, you know what? You need to stay here and you need to help people. You need to spread the word. You need to show them how we can help them on a part-time basis make more money than they ever made full-time in the coal industry or in their teaching careers or whatever they are doing. This business thrives in a down economy, because in a down economy, you're still going to use the things that you need every single day. You still need nutrition every single day. You need your health. Have you ever tried to be happy or have a life and live without your health? I know that's a stupid question, but you can't do it, right? If you're not healthy, you'll never be happy. And if you don't have your health and you can't live. If you don't have a healthy body, you can't live. And so we want to make sure that we do something that helps everybody, and like I said, and that's what we do. So I'm going to sign off. I haven't been paying attention to any questions that have been coming through here. This will be posted. You can watch it. I would encourage you to get back with the person who introduced you to this live event today, because they cared enough about you to show you a better way and open up your mind. And I hope that you get back with them, because this is the best industry and it's growing with or without you. You can either choose to get involved and be on the upswing of it, or you can wait till years later and say, I wish I would have. What would you give today to have had the opportunity to get involved with any of the stock in Amazon when it first started? And do you know that people said Amazon would never work? They said it would never work. I had other attorneys sit and tell me what I was doing was stupid and this would never work. Well, guess what? They're still on a judge's schedule, and they're still seeing clients back to back, and they're still scraping to see who's going to pay the next bill. So this is happening with or without you. It's a growing market trend, and it's getting bigger every single day. So you can either choose to come along or you can live with regret. But join us. You will be so happy you did. We're all here to help you, and can't wait to meet each and every one of you. All right, guys. Mwah. Bye.